You're doing a steam boiler check for a new commercial customer and notice only one pressure control. The code requires two, with one being a manual reset control for a commercial boiler. When done, you see the owner and go over your findings. You suggest installing a manual reset limit control, and the owner agrees. Now comes the hard part. How do you tie it in? Welcome to Boiler Room Detective. I'm your host, Ray Wohlfarth. My 14 boiler books are available at T.F. Campbell, Pronto Heating Supplies, Amazon, and heatinghelp.com. Okay, detective, you know that steam has never been in your wheelhouse, so you stop by your trusted wholesaler knowledgeable on steam. In my case, that's T.F. Campbell in Pittsburgh. You explain what you want to do, and the counter person listens. You show them the pictures and ask if you could just add the control next to the other on the same pigtail. You could, but I wouldn't. Single point of failure, he said, and explains that pigtails, those coiled pipes connecting controls to the boiler, are notorious for plugging. If both controls are on one pigtail and it plugs, you've lost control of the boiler, he said. He suggested one pigtail per pressure control. The odds of both pigtails plugging at the same time is low. You are on a job site and mount the pressure control on its own pigtail. Now comes the wiring. You remember the counterperson said to wire it in series. It's much easier on paper than in real life. Let's look at how it's wired now. 24 volts leaves the transformer and goes to the thermostat. If there is a call for heat at the thermostat, 24 volts leaves the thermostat to the low water cutoff. If the boiler has water, the 24 volts leaves the low water cutoff and goes to the pressure control. If the boiler pressure is lower than the set point, 2 psi, the 24 volts goes to the gas valve and opens it. The other wire from the gas valve is the neutral wire and goes to the neutral connection on the transformer. The thermostat, existing pressure control, low water cutoff, and new pressure control are all just switches and do not consume electricity in the circuit to the gas valve. The gas valve, or load, is the only thing in the circuit that consumes electricity. Another way of thinking about it is you are on your way to your favorite restaurant, in parentheses, gas valve. These safety controls and switches are like traffic lights you encounter on the street. Sometimes they are red and sometimes they're green. The red lights are when the control senses something not right. The green lights tell you everything is okay. On this first diagram, if you wired the new control like this, see the red wires, it would be wired in parallel. On a call for heat, the boiler would start and you would smile. As you're watching the boiler, the pressure keeps rising. It goes past the 2 psi set point of the existing pressure control. It keeps rising and finally shuts off at 12 psi. In addition, the manual reset button on the new control pops out. The first thought is the existing pressure control is defective. That's not what's happening. The controls are wired in parallel, meaning the boiler will continue running until the pressure reaches a set point of both controls. To make matters worse, the new control is a manual reset, so the boiler will not run again until the button on the control is pressed. The customer won't be happy. This next wiring setup will not allow the boiler to operate at all. Additionally, you may be replacing the transformer. The wire leaving the new control goes to the neutral wire coming from the valve. This will cause a short circuit. Electricity must travel through a load or electrical consuming device before going to a neutral. This last one shows the control properly installed in series. The red wire leaves the low water cutoff and goes to the new pressure control. From there, it daisy chains to the existing pressure control and to the gas valve. If the steam pressure rises to either the new limit control or the existing control set point, it will shut off power to the gas valve. Safety first, always double check your wiring. Hope this helps you in the next boiler room. This is Ray Wohlfarth, Boiler Room Detective, and I'll see you on the next case. If you've got a boiler mystery, comment below.